West Ham take on Bournemouth later on this evening at the London Stadium as we return to Premier League action after the games of the FA Cup at the weekend. Before we get into the game itself, just a few bits, couple of notes that I've got written down here regarding some news that has broken in the last few hours. Tonight, I'm recording this on Wednesday evening. You're going to be watching this in the morning going, dude, this happened last night. What's the matter with you? Well, comes out today, although we know that Forest have been interested in Maxwell Cornet, Palace now have some firm interest in signing him. Bad move for me, but we'll come to that in a minute. So that's now Forest and Palace that are both interested in Maxwell Cornet. The Ibrahim Osman deal, you remember him, start of the window, we were all banging on about him, Ibrahim Osman from Nordsjælland. He complicated by the agent who's not his agent, because this is his agent and this new agent has come. Anyway, that's not dead, but it's just now becoming more and more complicated to try and get done. Apparently, we might be interested in Nonto, the young lad from Leeds. Again, we've shown some interest in him before. I remember last year he downed tools trying to get a move away from Leeds. I'm not sure that's the sort of player we want. But again, he is a good player, and I wouldn't necessarily rule that out. And apparently, in the last couple of hours, again, Wednesday night, we've submitted a late bid for the Norwich player, Jonathan Rowe. Hopefully not Emil Smith Rowe, but Jonathan Rowe. As we go into the last few hours of the window, obviously any player we sign today won't be able to play this evening, so it makes no difference. But anyone we sell won't be on our bench, obviously. So that being said, Agard obviously returns from AFCON. They were knocked out. I think it was South Africa beat them 1-0, I believe. So he's going to return, but obviously not in time for tonight's game. Sufau is obviously suspended. Ben Rama still suspended. Antonio still out injured. God knows what's going on there. Moyes initially said it was going to be 2 weeks injury. And he'd be back. Well, that's not the case, is it? We're still waiting, and it's been a couple of months. It's milk. So, and then obviously Paqueta is fit, 100% raring to go. Just in on the old school hammers over on West Ham Network, Budgie. And Kieran on there with a guest. Sorry, my friend, I didn't catch your name when you came on. They've just someone's commented that Paqueta was seen leaving Rush Green today in his shiny Ferrari, so possibly could be in line for a start. Now, that being said, as I mentioned earlier about Cornet's interest in Cornet from Palace and Forest. Obviously, Benny was linked with a move to Lyon earlier today, yesterday, as you watch this. And Pablo Fornal's returning to Spain with Betis and linking up with Pellegrini. Now, these are three players that, if we lose them, even two of them in the last few hours before tonight's game, that's two less senior players on the bench without signing anyone. If we sign anyone, there's still two senior players off the bench for tonight's game, which is a concern. It's a massive concern for me that if we let these go, we still don't have replacements, not even for tonight on the bench. So it's something that needs to be thought about when these offers come in. I know, these players are not playing for us, but, they're options. Now, that being said, obviously, the lineup for me and the way I'd look at it would be Areola in goal. Johnson, Mavropanos, Zuma, Emerson. Quite straightforward. It's a back four that picks itself. No disrespect to Ogbonna, but I just don't think, it's there for him. Again, obviously, like I say, he's returning from AFCON, but it's, won't be available to play this evening. Then what I do is, obviously, we have now Phillips, and for me, I'd put Phillips in, and I put him in the double pivot alongside Alvarez. Now, the reason I'd say doing this would be the better option is when Emerson bombs forward on the left-hand side, Alvarez can drop in, and he can drop into the back four, giving us that back four, leaving Phillips to do the holding role while Emerson bombs up and down that left-hand side. Also, it gives Phillips the chance of bombing forward and being that more advanced of the two. Now, that's seven spaces gone. It's quite obvious what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop Souček and I'm going to play Ward-Prowse in the 10. Further forward, left and right passes, further up the pitch. I think that's where we will benefit from having him go further forward. Paqueta, if he's fit, on the left. If not, Maxwell Cornet. So it comes back to not selling him. Bowen up front, Kudus on the right-hand side. If that's the case, it's the best team that I think we have. Full stop. No disrespect to Soufal, but I think Johnson's proved over the last few weeks that he's the better option there. And I just think it's better, as I say, if we let Cornet go, then it's what else we got there? Do we play James Ward-Prowse out there and put Souček back in? What's the deal? So don't let Cornet go. If Paqueta's not fit, Cornet can play that side. Now, with regards to Bournemouth, they've got some good players. The manager's a cracking manager, 2-year contract. I'm understanding that he's got. I wouldn't mind him at West Ham, I think he's doing really well at Bournemouth. They've got the likes of Cliver, Alex Scott. Alex Scott has looked banging in the last few substitute appearances I've seen him make. I think they got him too easy. I think when we took ourselves out of the equation, they got him easy and unchallenged really to get Scott. Got a feeling he's going to be a baller and could come back and bite us in the arse. Now it's just come up. I'm just seeing a little note come up on my other screen. Tottenham have made a late bid for Dominic Solanke. Now, do I think Bournemouth want to let him go? Probably not. Will Solanke want to go? Maybe. Now, I think the issue with Solanke is if he goes, brilliant for us. If he doesn't and he wants to go and they don't let him go, is he going to kind of, not down tools, but have the and strop around a bit? They've also got Justin Cliver, who I think is fantastic. I love him. I really do. Again, he was a player that I looked at and thinking, I would have loved us to have signed him. That would have been quite good for us. That's pretty much my thoughts on the lineups and obviously their players. Now, tactically, what I think we need to do is we need to play on the front foot. We're at home, 60-odd thousand fans behind us. I think we need to be playing on the front foot. I think we need to be the aggressors, if you will. The fact that we now have Alvarez and Phillips as that holding role, we take Souček out the team. You put Souček on the bench, he gives you an option off the bench if things aren't going to plan. If you need, you need a goal, get him in there, start lumping balls into the box. Andy Carroll-esque, if you will. If you're defending a lead and you want to get a big man into the box to start clearing headers, Souček's your man. For me, that's the obvious thing. But I'd like to see us be the aggressors. I'd like to see us play on the front foot. I'd like to see Bowen, Paqueta, Kudus pressing and pushing their defensive set back. Don't give them a chance to play out. Make the keeper hit it long. Let's win the second balls and then we build. I'd like to see us get forward with pace. Now we've got Kudus back, Bowen up there. James Ward-Prowse a bit further forward. Hit Ward-Prowse for the pass and then let him spray. We need to be on the front foot tonight. We have to. I mean, we need the win. We've got a couple of difficult games coming up. You know, we've got Man U, then we've got Arsenal, a couple of difficult games. Old Trafford, you know. So I'd like to see us. I'd like to see us go and get the 3 points, solidify our place in sixth. Results as I record this, obviously Tottenham won 3-2, Liverpool beat Chelsea 4-1, City beat Burnley. So, you know, we can put some distance between us. Brighton lost the night before to Luton, so we can put some distance between the clubs behind us, and you know, maybe try and get closer to the likes of Villa above us. I think we're going to win. I do. I think we're going to win 3-1. I can't see why it wouldn't. On the front foot, from the off, couple of quick goals, job done. Bob's your uncle. Guys, leave your comments below on the video of your score predictions, your lineup predictions. Let me know what you think. Hit like on the video because it does me a favour. It makes me happy. I'm not going to lie. Not Kerry, happy Amoret, but makes me happy. Smiley. So do us a favour, just hit the like button. If you haven't also already subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. And again, puts a smile on my face. 2-1 win, 3-1 win tonight. And I predict a returning goal from Mohamed Kudus. And a James Ward-Prowse free kick. Yeah, James Ward-Prowse free kick. Mohamed Kudus, West Ham 3-1. Come on, you Irons.